get it going. All right, everybody, welcome to the Cookout, and we have a very special guest, Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum singer, songwriter, producer, TikTok influencer, Charlie Puth has officially been invited to the Cookout. Welcome, Charlie.
I'm getting used to hearing a TikTok influencer in the
right?
list of things.
Yeah, it's new, but you're doing it. But since you're coming to the Cookout, you got to bring a dish. So, what's your favorite dish that you like to eat when you're coming to a Cookout?
Oh, I love chicken and dumplings,
Ooh.
sweet corn muffins, collard greens, dressing, fried fish, okra. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something else. I like garlic mash. I like regular mash. I love mac and cheese, regular, no lobster, just mac and cheese. Ooh.
Can you make any of this stuff?
No, I'm around a lot of friends who know how to cook.
Yeah. Okay, great. So Charlie's going to stop by one of his friends' houses first and pick up a pre-made dish for us to enjoy.
It's breakfast time, and all I want is some shrimp right now.
Yeah, that sounds great. We can eat shrimp and celebrate your new song that is out today. Light Switch. Oh my gosh.
The weirdest song I've ever made. I never thought, I was just telling somebody this. Congratulations, by the way. I know this is a brand new show for you guys, and you're just like getting settled in and everything.
Thank you.
But hopefully it's a easy transition and move. But I was just telling somebody this the other day. I've always wanted to make a song with a sound effect in it.
Yeah.
And I wanted the sound effect to be part not only of the rhythm of the song, but also the title of the song. And I just literally saw a light switch one day and was like, I need to film this.
And that's how it started?
It's literally how it started. And it was because I usually make songs in front of, when I get off stage and when I'm meeting with you guys or when I'm traveling, and I feel inspired being around people because that's how I write music, but I wasn't around any people. So I had to talk to myself and have conversations with myself, and being on TikTok made me feel like I had an audience that I was performing for. So they motivated me to finish this record.
Well, that's what's so wild about it, in the community that you have on TikTok, because now it feels like everybody that was watching this is a part of it. This is huge. I loved it. I was so in.
Thank you. It's a quite potentially a publishing nightmare.
Yeah.
Or if anybody outside the music industry, that means people claiming that they wrote parts of the song that they didn't write. But the goal is to make people feel like they wrote the song with me in all respective terms.
Yeah, no, you did the heavy lifting, but it was great to see the process, and you was taking us behind the scenes to watch the whole thing develop over months and months, and now it's finally here. But now that you've done it, we just want to challenge you to continue to do stuff like that and use other things to make songs, like a whole album filled with just sound effect songs.
I can already feel the radio interview challenges. So Charlie, we have a bell whistle, a bag of Doritos, and a shark tooth. Do your magic.
Pick one.
A banger now.
Yeah. Well, the album actually, it's not every song sounds like Light Switch. In fact, this is probably like the happiest sounding song on the album. The rest is a super vulnerable side of me that you've never heard from me before, because I've been terrified of putting my life 110% behind some melody and some chords. So you're gonna know a lot more about me than I know about me when you listen to this album. But Got to start it off with a little dance thing.
No, it's fun. But what changed then for you to come into this vulnerable side of yourself? What changed?
I think just everything. I look back at some like years like 2019 where I wasn't putting out music that I loved, and I thought I had to be like the cool artist, like, be super secretive and not be all mysterious. That works for some artists, but it doesn't work for me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. That's not my sleeve, but sleeve.
Yeah, I get that.
you know what I mean? And the moment I started opening up and almost oversharing I never thought people would care about absolute pitch and what goes on in my head musically and how a song like Light Switch would be made. I thought that was just supposed to be in secret mode. And then you just mysteriously come out 5 months later with this brand new song. And I mean, TikTok's played a huge role in that, where everybody on the platform is super vulnerable. But I just think that's also where the world is going. Nobody wants to see overly face-tuned pictures and dressed up pictures. They just want to see what's real. The pandemic actually contributed a lot to that, showing the real side of things.
Yeah,
That's so
definitely. Yeah, brought us all together, and
Mm-hmm.
TikTok built this community. It's kind of what we're trying to build here too, doing life together. So, we'll go to the vulnerable side with you, but we love the fun side of Light Switch, and we love the fun side of the video. Watching you do all this stuff, be out of shape, going to exercise classes with Billy Blanks. How
Yeah,
did that come about? Bringing back the Tybo legend.
I think he's the Tybo legend, and it was an absolute pleasure to work with. And uh, I put up a little teaser video of the music video a week ago, and everybody knows. I had no idea how many people still were familiar with Billy Blanks. I mean, he's just like a phenomenon. And I don't know. You can't, in my mind, you can't make such a carefree, whimsical sounding record like Light Switch and then be all serious and put my best shirt on and coif my hair perfectly. It needed to be the absolute dichotomy of that, just on the theme of not taking myself too seriously.
I think that's why everybody loves you, though. I mean, you're so free. You don't take yourself too seriously, and you are super authentic. And back to kind of what you were talking about a second ago, I know it's been making the headlines, the story about you responding to Axel, who is also on TikTok, the aspiring actor, who posted a story about how he was rejected from Juilliard, which is the very prestigious art school. And you responded and shared your rejection stories. But what about Axel in that moment made you decide, you know what, it's time to just tell you guys about all this stuff too?
Well, it's because it takes a lot to show your emotions on something that could be potentially viewed by millions and billions and billions. What movie is that from? People. It takes a lot of guts, because you're leading by example that it's okay to cry. It's okay to air something out to make yourself feel better. And my response to him was not, to make myself look like this gracious, oh, look where I am, look how great of a person Charlie is. It was, I too was rejected from that school, and that's an amazing school. I ended up going to another great school, a couple of great schools, but it was just a blanket statement for everybody that sometimes rejection is a beautiful thing, and it can lead you down a path to which you didn't even know existed, into something like a lot of people don't know, I was signed to Interscope Records in 2011 for a very brief period of time, and I got dropped, and I thought that was the end of my artist career. So I went back to college, and then I saw a video on YouTube of a guy producing music, and I thought, okay, I'll just produce music. I really wanted to land a cut for, when I say a cut, a song for Justin Bieber. I didn't want to be the artist. I just wanted to write a song for him. And then I started singing the demos, and then I just accidentally became the artist again, because I was the guy singing the demos, and everybody was like, who's this singing the demos? And fast forward 7 years later, I wrote Stay with Justin and Kid Laroi. And
so awesome.
There you go, full circle.
Yeah, it is. And just to that point really quick, one of my friends always tells me, and you might like this too, that rejection is protection. And I took that with me everywhere I go, right?
Rejection is protection. Yeah, rejection is just another route to take. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So you had that massive year last year, right? That song with Gabby Barrett, and then you said with
like how the hell did that happen? Like
right.
I'm
and that it's Gabby.
I'm being played on country radio. It was I would have never expected that. It was a huge pleasure working with her on that song. Yes. And I did not think that song was going to go that far. That's amazing.
And it went one of the biggest songs of the year. And then you write Stay for Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi, another amazing, huge song that's taken over. Is there any more collaborations in the future? I know you were working with Phineas. and Billy chimed in on TikTok and
Right,
mentioned
right.
like that. There's
I,
something that works there.
I mean, it's funny enough, I worked with Phineas a week before the pandemic happened in 2020, and we went all into that lockdown. No other I very seldom collaborate with other artists nowadays, because in the beginning of my career, I just did so many of them, and I'm still catching up with myself a little bit. Like, this whole album will just be me. I'm going to call it Charlie, and it's literally just all me. But again, you never know. I could do a session tomorrow, and I not that I do them often, but I do enjoy writing for other artists a lot.
Well, right now we're focusing on Charlie. Light switches
Yeah.
out. And then what else? Album when? More stuff when?
I'll get in trouble if I say an exact date for the album. But I know it's all good. But it's done. The album is done. So
great.
You'll be happy.
Are you celebrating? How did you feel when it was all finished?
You know what? It was whenever I finish an album, and I only have 2 under my belt right now, it's very anticlimactic. And I was just in the studio, because I go every day by myself, and I finished the last song, and I sent it off to Manny, who I mixed the records with, and I said out loud, I'm like, oh wow, that's 12 songs. I need to get the hell out of here, or else I'm gonna break down. So I just drove off, and that's it. No celebration, no pop and bottle or anything. I went home and watched SpongeBob.
Nice. That's how I like to end my nights as well too. So we have that in common. But we're so excited for the song. We're gonna keep it on repeat here on Eliott and Nina. Charlie, thanks so much for coming to the cookout. You brought everything. Nobody else needs to come because.
No, I know. We're stuffed.
We're all violently full.
For sure. Thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you, guys.